Hi, I'm Sarah Long. I am a coach for Team Long. My husband and I have Team Long. I coach the girls and he coaches the guys. I am here today with twins. I've got Sonia and Kyrsten Urff, and they are currently 3 days out from the Jax Physique. Sonia is doing bikini and Kirsten's doing figure. And then after the Jax Physique, they're going to go ahead and do a qualifier show in hopes of getting qualified to go to the Junior USAs this year. I'll let each of them introduce themselves real quick.
Hi, my name's Kirsten. I'm going to be competing figure in Jax Physique, and then my next show I plan on doing Charlotte Cup. Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm going to be debuting bikini in Jax Physique, and my next show is going to be Palmetto Cup. I originally met Sarah after I was told I was too skinny for bikini. I came in about 105 pounds and I'm 5'7". So I went to Sarah and told her that I wanted to compete figure because I still wanted to keep the leanness, but I wanted more muscle tone. So I took about 4 months to bulk, and now I'm going to be stepping on stage about 20 pounds heavier. And through the bulking phase, I realized that it's not always better to be skinny because I struggle with an eating disorder all of my high school years, and the hardest part was bulking for me, just because it's hard seeing yourself so much bigger. But it made me realize that gaining weight is not always a bad thing, especially if it's muscle, and it's just helped me overcome my eating disorder, and it's made me realize that other girls can also overcome their eating disorder.
So I met Kirsten after her bikini show in October, and she came to me wanting to transform her body into a figure competitor. She was doing bikini, and she was actually a little too small for bikini as it was. She was about 105 pounds on stage, and she is 5'7", so that was pretty small. And so when she came to me and wanted to join Team Long, she wanted to become a figure girl, and so we started a bulking off season for her. I explained to her how she needed to gain weight and she needed to put on some muscle, especially a lot more muscle in her upper body. That's the big difference between figure and bikini, is a lot more shoulder, a lot more back development in a figure girl. And she was also very open and honest with me when we first met too, about how she had battled an eating disorder in the past. And so me being kind of in that same boat, I also have a history of an eating disorder, and I've helped many girls through that. I knew this was going to mentally be a tough thing for her to gain the weight, so I had to coach her both mentally and physically through her bulking season, but she did an amazing job. She put on a lot of weight, and she really completely transformed her body. I'm so proud of her, and I'll let her describe a little bit of how her off season went.
It went really well. Sarah gradually increased my calories little by little. Every day she would just send me a text, ask me how I was doing, making sure the food amount was all right and I wasn't overly full all the time. It was definitely helpful to have someone always there to talk to when I needed someone to talk to. It made me realize that eating more food gave me the strength that I needed to lift the amount that I needed to put on the muscle. It definitely opened my eyes to make me realize that eating next to nothing is not healthy at all, especially if you want to build muscle. You need to eat the right amount of food.
And I'm really proud of Kirsten. She has gone through something that's very hard for most women to go through, which is gaining weight, especially women who have experienced an eating disorder. And she's overcome, and she's done an amazing job. She's a much stronger person because of it. She's now in her cutting phase. She's very close to a show, so she's able to really see everything. She's able to see all that beautiful muscle that she has gained and put on her physique. And she seems a lot more independent, a lot more empowered, and I know she's going to inspire so many with her story.
Hi, I'm Sonia. I originally got into wanting to compete a few years ago when I was always working out. I just never thought I would have time because I'm a student at the University of Florida studying aerospace and mechanical engineering. So I figured that just with school and classes and competing, time would be kind of a struggle. However, after realizing that competing was more of a passion for me, that it wasn't going to be a struggle because I could find time, I originally knew that I wanted to compete, but I also knew that my sister had joined Team Long, and I saw the transformation that my sister went through and just how happy she was with her body. So I knew that just by joining that I would be in good hands and that I would be happy with the progress I made, just because I was a little smaller than I needed to be to compete in bikini. I knew that Sarah had the right tools to help me be confident enough to get to the right size to step on stage and have a chance.
So I met Sonia through her sister Kirsten, and Sonia too was small. The twins here, they were small girls when they met me, and she wanted to compete in bikini. And so we were 10 weeks out from this show that she's currently getting ready for, the Jax Physique, and I knew it was going to be a challenge, but she said she was up for it. So we started her on a hardcore bulking building phase. For most of her prep, honestly, only the last month did she really go into like a cutting phase, what you would say like adding cardio and cutting back a few of the carbohydrates out of her food. But for a good 6 to 8 weeks, like she was bulking, she was gaining, and she's been able to gain at least 10, if not 11 pounds during her prep, which most people are just dropping weight. So she was able to gain throughout the entire prep. I had a really big focus on building up her lower body. As everyone knows, bikini girls have big round glutes, and so we had to do a lot of glute training on her. Like I said before, Sonia came to me 10 weeks out from the show, so we didn't have a long time to take her through in a complete off season, but we did what we could do in that short period of time, and she did an amazing job. Her body responded quite well, because when she came to me, she was actually doing a ton of cardio, and so as soon as I dropped her cardio back to about 15 minutes 2 or 3 times a week, her body was able then to actually use the food to grow the muscle, and she wasn't just burning it off in her cardio sessions like she had been in the past. So she put on a lot of weight as well. She's now at least 10, if not 11 pounds heavier than she was when I met her, and she was even heavier than that a few weeks ago. I brought her back down just a little bit for the stage, and she too had to lift very heavy. Now, a lot of my bikini girls who don't need to gain a lot of muscle, maybe don't lift as heavy. They might do a lot of plyometric training, and they might do a lot of high intense interval type training. But Sonia here, she responded better to just the heavy lifting. So she was actually put on what you might think like a bodybuilder, would lift, like those type of reps, those type of sets. And she did an awesome job. Her body transformed. She's brought up pretty much every body part on her body, especially her glutes. I'm really proud of them. And I'm really excited to see her on stage as well. So today's training is the last depletion workout for the girls. They are, like I said, 3 days out from their show. This is their last workout before the show, before they step on stage. This is it. And they're just gonna, touch every body part really good one time, just knock out a quick little circuit type training. We just want to hit everything really good one more time, and then we are letting the carb up process start. So they're going to give it all they got. This is the last time to kill it in the gym before they step on stage.
So overall, my goal is just to spread the word that any girl can overcome an eating disorder. Just have faith and you can compete. Just lift heavy. Don't constantly critique your body in the mirror. It's all gonna be worth it in the end if you just keep pushing yourself, keep working towards the body that you desire. Having muscle is always better than being super skinny. Also, my goal is just to be on stage with the best competitors in the world and just get that overall experience. I would also like to become a figure or a fitness model one day. My goal is pretty similar to Kirsten's. I want to show young women that being in fitness is a healthier lifestyle than just aspiring to be like the models on the runway who have to starve themselves to be that way. I know a lot of girls look up to models like that, and I feel like young girls should start looking into the fitness industry to look for their role models in the near future. I also think that being on stage with the best of the best, it helps draw attention to showing that being healthy and in shape is something to aspire to be. We would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to Complete Nutrition of Gainesville. They're always there for us, always providing us with promos and products when we need them. We would also like to give a shout out to Hotspot Tanning and Leonard Dix. He's always there helping us, behind us 100%. Also, Shelby Phillips. He's always there like pushing me when I don't feel like going to the gym or just feel like I can't get through a workout. He's always there to push me. And also Cyborg Supplements for being sponsoring me just recently. I'd like to thank them. I would also like to thank Complete Nutrition of Gainesville and Hotspot Tanning of Gainesville, run by Leonard Dix. They have provided us with many supplements, motivation, just always being behind us, standing there, encouraging us to do our best. I would also like to thank my parents for supporting us in this journey. My contact information would be Sonya Urff, or sonia.urff@yahoo.com, and you can find me on Facebook if you just search for Sonya Urff. I would also like to thank Sarah Long for always being there to support me and just help me through this journey. I wouldn't be where I am today without her. And if you would like to reach me, my Facebook is just Kyrsten Urff. Thank you, Sarah.